Hello, my name is Jen and welcome to the book Refuge. Today I have a book haul for you. This is the 7th book haul that I've done, and I mean, if we're being honest, they've all had about like 10 or more books on them. So guys, I've bought like 70 books in the last 5 months, which is crazy. Wow. Anyway, that was just sinking in, but let's dive into this. Some of these books, I have been buying less over the past month because I'm trying to read through a bunch. So there is some that you've already heard me talking about. So I'm just gonna get those out of the way real quick, the ones you know, but I bought them since the last one. So the first is my current read, which is The Alienist by Caleb Carr. This is the book that the TV show on TNT was based on. It is about the alienist, Laszlo Chrysler, and his friend John Moore and Sarah, can't remember her last name at the moment, which is kind of embarrassing, but they just call her Sarah. And the three of them, along with some other people, are trying to solve this case of this brutal serial killer who's murdering male prostitutes, boy male prostitutes in 1896 in New York. Theodore Roosevelt is also part of this because he was the police commissioner at this time. And it's just fascinating because they're starting to use psychology and a lot of the things you're used to seeing in Criminal Minds or Mindhunter, or just these different things there in this book, and it's really interesting. There's 2 books in this series, so the main reason why I picked up The Alienist, even though I'd already watched the TV show, is that I want to read the second book, but I figured I better start with this one, and I'm doing great. It doesn't look like that much, but these pages are tiny, so I'm halfway done, and I'm hoping to finish this soon. The next one that you've also probably already heard about is I read I Am Still Alive and filmed a review for this already. I'll of course link this in the card. This book is by Kate Alice Marshall. It's a new release, and it is about this girl named Jess Cooper who has to move to Canada with her father after her mother dies in a car accident. And her father, let's just say there's a good reason why he's living in the middle of nowhere, and Jess gets pulled into that and then has to survive. And it is very good. I really enjoyed it. I gave it 4.5 stars, so check out my review for that. Next, I've also already talked about Rook. It's on my list for to be read this month. This is sold as Her Majesty's Supernatural Secret Service, and it's Mafani Thomas, and she wakes up and doesn't remember anything, but she had written herself letters because she knew she might lose her memory, which is kind of interesting. And that's really all I know about it. It's really cool cover. And it sold me when it said Her Majesty's Supernatural Secret Service. So I'm definitely excited to try this one. Other book I've already talked about is My Lady Jane. This is by Cynthia Hand, Brody Ashton, and Jody Meadows. I'm so excited. I've heard such great things about it. This is the Owl Crate cover. It came in my Owl Crate for July, and I'm going to be buddy reading this with Hannah from Hannah's Books and Other Things. We are going to do possibly, we're not sure yet because this is the first buddy read that both of us have done, but we're somehow going to talk about it either in a Google Hangout or a live show. We don't know yet, so stay tuned for more details. We are very excited. I love this. Maybe I should tell you what the book is about besides anybody reading it. But this book is a supernatural Jane Eyre take, where it's the same setup for Jane Eyre, except Jane can see ghosts, and there are apparently a lot of ghosts around Thornfield. And then Charlotte Bronte herself is a character in this book writing the story of Jane Eyre. So super cool, little bit of meta. I'm excited. The next book I picked up, I don't really know much about it at all. I've just been seeing it on Bookstagram and in Barnes & Noble, and it's so beautiful. It's called Heart of Thorns by Bree Barton. And kind of the setup I get is that it's a little bit of all women are suspected of being witches until proved otherwise. and they hunt and kill the ones who do. And that's what Mia has done her whole life, is help her father fight witches. And she gets herself betrothed to the prince of the land, which she's not too happy about. And then in trying to escape that marriage, she finds out she has magic, and I guess has to like go on the run or whatever. I really like stories where people have magic that they didn't know about, and then they have to, you know, explore that and dive into it. And again, I really love the cover. Ooh, this is really pretty red here. But yeah, I don't know too much more than that, but it looks so beautiful and I'm totally into it. So we're giving that a try. Next, I picked up Grace and Fury by Tracy Banghart. Been seeing this one all over. This American version is so not as pretty as some of the other ones I've been seeing with like the two sisters in like outline. But I know this one is about one sister is supposed to marry the heir, and like which is, I guess, like their king or prince or something. And one of them is supposed to marry him and like be the perfect wife and like lead the kingdom with him, or not lead the kingdom with him, but like be there while he leads it and help produce another heir. But then the other sister ends up doing it, and then the sister who didn't, she gets banished. I don't know. That's all that I know, but it's cool. I like stories with siblings, especially when it's sisters. And it seems really intriguing to me. I know there's some magic included in this as well. So really excited to try this one. Next, I picked up Fox by Nadine Branders, and I picked this up the day that it came out. The premise is so cool to me. This is about someone who's turning to stone. It's a disease, and he's turning to stone, and there's nothing he can do about it. But he gets told if he can, I think it's complete a task. Yes, if he completes a heist of some kind and steals something, they will give him the antidote or the cure for this so that he doesn't turn to stone. I'll tell you one cool thing. The main reason that I bought this book, besides it looking beautiful, is the audiobook is read by Oliver Hembrow, who reads the Poldark novels. And I definitely want to also listen to this one on audio, because Oliver Hembrow has a voice like silk magic and it's beautiful. And so I'm very excited. But also the story was intriguing. But then when I saw that it was read by Oliver Hembrow, I had to get it. Next, I got Spinning Silver by Naomi Novik. Been seeing this one all over BookTube, all over Instagram. It's so beautiful. And I know that it's like a gender bent Rumpelstiltskin, I believe. Yeah, so maybe it's not gender bent. Maybe it just is a tale of Rumpelstiltskin reimagined. Anyway, I'm really excited about it. It's really beautiful. I love retellings of fairy tales. They're some of my favorites. And they had it for 40% off at Barnes & Noble. So I was like, I really don't have a reason. So I'm very excited to read this and then to read Uprooted as well. This next book, ooh, look at it. I bought because Jay Kristoff and Amy Kaufman told me I'd like it. Not personally. I follow their Instagram and they said this book is really good. It's called Contagion by Erin Bowman, and it's supposed to be a contagion on this like a disease on a faraway planet, and the SOS, by the time it even reaches someone else, they'll both mostly all be dead, which seems intriguing, if a little depressing. But no, it does totally give me Illuminae vibes, just because of the disease part of that story. And since Jay Kristoff and Amy Kaufman said I would like it, I'm willing to give it a try. I don't mind disease stories. I guess it depends on what kind of like outbreak it is. I've read a few different ones. So I'm excited to try it. Also, yeah, this one's beautiful as well. If diseases can be beautiful, it's really pretty. Then I just have 3 left, and I'll go through those real quick. My romance buy of the month is Born to be Wild by Eloisa James. She really pumps these books out quick. This is the 3rd one in the Wild of Winslow Castle series. I read one of those just a couple months ago, and she has the next one out. I always pick up Eloisa James's books, and you know, I don't mind me some hunky, ooh yeah, ripped bodice kind of things. Yeah. I don't mind me some smutty romance once in a while. I don't read too much anymore just because they're all the same. But you can say that about any books most of the time. So I'm excited to, when I have a day where I just want to let my mind not worry about anything, I will read this. I am so excited for these. It is the final 2 Poldark novels that I don't own. The Twisted Sword and Bella Poldark by Winston Graham. These are books 11 and 12. You guys know I'm working my way through these books. I listen to them on audio, but I also like buy them so that I can follow along, and I have a complete collection now. The first 3 books I need to buy in this original cover though, because I have the BBC cover with the people from the show and it just doesn't fit the collection, which it needs to fit into the collection. But I have had such a good time reading these books. I'm on the 10th one right now, and they bring me so much joy. They're so relaxed, they're so chill, but at the same time, there is tension, there is stuff going down, and they really just, I find myself just in awe of like how complex the story is, and like how Winston Graham tells his stories is very interesting to me. So yeah, so that is my book haul this month. I'm only gonna hold up half of them because literally the stack won't fit that high. But here we go. Here's some of them. Tell me which one of these you're most excited to hear about, and I will try to make it a priority this month. Excuse me. Granted, I already have my August TBR, but I bought some really great new books and I want to read them. So anyway, tell me which ones are your favorite, what you want to hear more about. As always, it really helps out my channel if you would like, subscribe, and comment on this video. I'd love to talk with you. That is why I started this channel. So thank you as always for stopping by. I hope you have a wonderful week. And remember to come to the Book Refuge whenever you want to talk about books and relax. That's what we're here for. Have a wonderful day. Bye.